Two teams that come into this with a series score of 1-1. Two teams that eked out a win in a 2-1 victory, but got bombed out in a 0-2 in their loss. Aurora and Gaimin Gladiators, at least from the numbers, seem to be very evenly matched, Avery.
Yeah, with this combination, you don't need some early kill action with the duo. Not a very snowball-oriented duo, but it can get out of control. I go back to, I think Tundra were the best team at playing that IO Marcy. And
teleporting from Tofu, Mira, wait out the foul play and get the kill. Tofu claims first blood.
Nice little rotation from him. Scary top lane to play into with Nafira and Katipi, and you have double sustained supports and Alina who can just walk you down. They are really shutting down this Enigma Rasta lane. I mean, Toronto Tokyo has 13 CS. You almost better off just jungling.
Oh man, Kiyotaka just cannot be left alone. He just wants the 1v1 against Quinn. He had a chance to be able to win it, but Tofu keeps on meddling.
Treant loves these kind of heroes that can boost up the armor value early on in the game.
Yeah, and Malady is leveling it up early. Only going 1-2-2. I assume maxing out living armor from here.
And just more harassed Kiyotaka.
Trying to limit it. Oh, he got bursted by the defusal. He did not expect to see that coming. Meanwhile, Aurora do land on their gank. Finally, they've been looking for this kill on Watson for forever. Marcy is going to eat up this Lina.
That is the bigger kill for sure, but you're starting to get a little worried about this Ember's game.
I'm starting to get worried about the Pango's game, man. He is getting too far ahead.
That is, I mean, is this going to be another support Furion win? Is that just all we get in the night shift? Just infinite. They don't have the sticks on the Shaman either.
I mean, it's fair because they, like Toronto Tokyo just took the top tower. Nobody was showing on the map. Oh, Quinn is going to be caught in the black hole. Relocate coming in. He is very dead.
Nice black hole. Quinn not expecting the global maneuver off the ulti. No one there to cancel it.
Back that belief.
But people are always going to take it because they're like, why would I take a shovel or something, you know?
Yeah. Like, those early stats are impactful.
Yeah.
So I feel like people are giving up on them too readily. Instant Hex. Stop the swashbuckle. Now the jump in from Nightfall with the shackles, but an Overgrowth is going to be able to stop that damage. Oh, a reset there on the Rolling Thunder, but still managed to get it off. Quinn, he'll roll back and forth, trying to decide if he's going to stick around. He does stick around. They ping the Panto. Want to get that IO if they can.
Oh, he missed.
They need to make sure they do not get too close to the Marcy. She rebounds away off the IO.
That's awkward. That's an Arcane Rune Pango.
They're going to teleport out. They're going to teleport into mid. Another black hole, another relocate.
So tanky.
He does manage to get a stomp off there. Chains on two. Looks like the Centaur's still in trouble, but Laguna Blade's going to be thrown onto Nightfall. Big heals come out from Panto, and they relocate back into play. It does leave Toronto Tokyo a bit high and dry here. Swashbuckle, not enough to finish him off. Nice slight, nice chains. Kiyotaka almost finished off Watson there. Meanwhile, back into the bottom lane, they do get the relocate play. They get the kill on Mira, but lose 2 for it. Aurora just outpacing Gaimin Gladiators. They worked him on that one.
They had him at both sides of the fight, almost. As this IO Marcy duo lives through it all, gets a bunch of gold onto Nightfall. That's what you want with this lineup. You can lose the Ember, you can lose the Enigma a couple times.
3,000 net worth lead on the enemy carry in Watson. Do you think the Lina carry is back? Do you believe in this?
Definitely a lot different without the Gleipnir.
Yeah.
It's a lot slower. But I do think this hero still scales really well, and it's a very scary late game carry to go up against when you don't have a lot of gap close.
Kiyotaka trying to take the power rune. Wasn't actually there, caught in the Overgrowth, and now hit by the Rolling Thunder. He's looking pretty done. Oof. Mira's going to join him in the grave. So Gaimin Gladiators bounce right back.
This is not an Ember build where you can get aggressive like that when you don't know what Gaimin are. Like, you have an Orchid. You get caught in any stun, you get chained into the Overgrowth or caught with the Overgrowth initially, you're dead. 100 to 0. There's no bailout in this game.
Is it purely a play thing, or do you feel like his build is not actually correct? Do you feel like it's better to have a mid?
I think this is... I don't call it out this hard a lot of times, but I think this is the incorrect build for his position in this lineup. This is not a game where Ember is going to snowball.
The pings do not stop. Goodness. Ace, no stampede here, so they're just going to wait out the blade mail. Okay.
Damage.
Nightfall, you got to be careful there, the blade mail. Here comes the Rolling Thunder, but Nightfall commits his BKB, got the kill. Watson's walking in, though. He spots the IO, blows him up with Laguna Blade. Nice and easy. Rolling Thunder gets used, but it was on top of him, so now Toronto Tokyo, his black hole gets canceled. Nightfall, he does manage to get help. Mira with the shackles in from behind. They blow up Watson, now take on Tofu. Very easy. Aurora, they clean up despite the black hole not really doing much.
And Toronto Tokyo even survived. Quinn unable to run him down. Disaster of a fight for Gaimin. They might even lose the Pango. He's out of mana. But the Orchid bails him out.
Swashbuckle up in a second. Can he get Mira at least? He got Mira. Might even be able to blink away. Nope. Kiyotaka gets close enough to Flame Guard, starts burning him. No blink away here. So that is the team wipe. Delayed one, but it is a team wipe.
Man, the second they are able to land a shackle onto the Watson Lina and just jump on him with Marcy, it feels like that fight's over.
Yeah.
I think if Kiyotaka finishes Shivas, this game is getting pretty difficult for them.
Whew. That was some burst damage right there.
They're going to take the fight.
Yeah, but you don't want to go on the Centaur.
Yeah, not that guy.
This is not going to be a great relocate. Tofu did teleport in. He's going to hit him with a Shiva. Stampede's going to go out. They're going to go out to the IO. Instantly blown up by the Laguna Blade. Nightfall pops his BKB. He's fighting for his life. He's going to lose his life. First one anyway. That's going to be the Aegis. Second life, Ace sticking on top of him. Daring him to fight. He's got a blade mail after all.
Dude, there's no way you're taking this. You have nothing on Marcy.
Meanwhile, Quinn jumping after Kiyotaka. Stomp on 2 from Ace. The teleport away from Kiyotaka. Nightfall, meanwhile, jumping after Quinn, regretting that one. Starts leading the IO back and away.
They are still waiting around. Maybe they're going to wait for Unleashed to come back up 20 sequence.
I mean, really Tokyo is now here with his Blink BKB. Could be dangerous situation. Rolling Thunder, number 2. Quinn. Ace is just untouchable, man. He found Toronto Tokyo. That's a little bit dangerous. Toronto Tokyo trying to find an opening here somewhere. Meanwhile, Panto almost dies again. Tofu chased after him. Another good blade. Got Nightfall. Got him on the stomp. He's dead. No opportunities, it seems, for Toronto Tokyo. Could never blink BKB Black Hole in that entire situation.
That's wild. That fight went on so long, you got 2 Unleashes off. This is where these single core lineups are. They're just hard to close the games out, no matter how strong you are, because utility is just so strong in Dota these days. And people play around buybacks, they play around high ground vision. There's a lot of ways that this one core can just get ruined at the start of a fight.
Just like that, it went from an even game to Gaimin Gladiators being up 2 lanes and barracks, over 10,000 net worth lead. It's going to be rough because Aurora, part of their lineup is supposed to be able to play you on the map because you've got IO and Ember Spirit. But with 2 lanes that are going to be constantly pushing in, they won't really have that advantage to play for.
And now there's a blink on the Treant. So and a big portion of that fight was Gaimin focusing the IO down twice. They killed Panto first. He comes back, he dies again. This Marcy without the IO is significantly weaker. A lot more prone to being kited in the fight as well. So if you can find IO at the start of the fight, that is another big factor for Gaimin. And if you're Aurora, you need to protect this guy. It will be the full Abyssal for Nightfall. He buys out.
They got to get the jump onto this Lina. One of these times, Mira went for a jump onto the Treant Protector, went by himself. Panto and Nightfall only just now getting here. Nightfall, he's going to go back onto Watson where he can, but the Abyssal Blade, he didn't use it. And Watson able to just run away. They kill the Treant Protector, sure, but that's going to be his BKB and his Unleash, and maybe still caught by Tofu. Hit by the Sprout, breaks himself free, but now a Stomp lands. He gets up to the high ground. Nightfall, he's going to try and TP away, but they have the damage.
Just no chance getting out of there. That might just be the game. He has no buy.
Yeah, I think Gaimin Gladiators just run it down the lane. There's nothing Aurora can do. Their lineup is built so much around the Marcy. There's no way the Ember Spirit or Toronto Tokyo's Enigma can hold. And where is our black hole?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to go for something at this point. Toronto Tokyo cannot get entry into the fight. These heroes are just running at him. The Pango solo killed the IO. Ace is running at him the whole time.
He's trying to buy a refresher. Brother, you haven't used the first one.
Well, if to be fair, if he has two, he can throw the first one more aggressively.
Well, he's not going to get that chance.
Okay.
At least not on this life.
You can buy back black hole here.
Got a shackles on Watson. The buybacks? No.
It's waiting for the Marcy.
Yeah. Well, that means they're going to play against Megas here on out.
Are you actually going to back here?
I mean, Roche is up. Might as well. If you want to be safe about it. Jump the Ember.
You have a Hex on the Fury.
Go up the side. Okay. Aurora, know that you're out there, smoked. Are they going to know that you're coming up the side, though? Word Sentry drop. Toronto Tokyo spotted. Toronto Tokyo is not quite dead. Saved by the Hex. Mira comes in at the right time, and now the lean is right in front of you. Hurricane Pike, though. Oh, Nightfall! Saved by a bit of heal. Will be able to get back to the fountain. Him and Panto start healing up. Playing it slow. Kiyotaka, he takes a lot of damage from Watson. Finally, they will go after Ace. Right in front of their fountain. They will play back and forth through the fountain regen. And slowly but surely work on this Centaur. Is he actually going to get... Okay, walked into the Spirit Remnant. Got chained up.
They got it.
They'll get to.
They had to heal in fountain 3 times, but they got it.
Relocate back behind them. See if they can get anything else. Spot Quinn, but he's still at Rolling Thunder.
Oh, you're a fresher shard for that.
And with the Nullifier, he's not going for it.
Black hole again. Died Alina.
Got him on the Hex. Malady trying to save Quinn here with the Overgrowth, but the Manta dissuades that. BKB committed. They're going for Quinn, but they can't kill him. He rolls away, and Nightfall takes the brunt of the assault from Watson. Oof. Too much damage from this Lina, man.
This Marcy just feels like it has no chance here. Too much damage.
Tofu got him on the scythe. Marcy does have a buyback here, so Aurora.
Oh, he got blood right on the Enigma. 2 massive
Black hole on
holes.
3! The setup with the buyback from Nightfall. Gaimin Gladiators might be in trouble here. Toronto Tokyo is going to have to use the second blood. Oh, he didn't have the mana for it.
Oh,
he was
no.
80 mana shy. And Watson, as soon as he was freed from the prison of Black Hole, he blew up Nightfall.
Well, that is very anticlimactic for him. It looked good for a second. But yeah, that level 3 Black Hole is 500 mana. You only had 1,500.
Yep.
So you throw out a pulse, you BKB twice. Yeah, you just run out. You're 100 short. Rough stuff.
Last pick for Gaimin Gladiators is a Monkey King, but who's going where?
It's Monkey King mid
It's
as
Monkey
usual.
mid against Storm.
Kiyotaka does take the mid-storm, no surprise there.
Welcome, everybody, to Game 2 of Gaimin Gladiators versus Aurora. We have a carry Omni Knight. We have a mid-Monkey King with the new facet, Changing of the Guard.
Very interesting picks in this game. Very interesting.
Yeah, you want to talk about why they're interesting, or you just want to call them interesting?
Watson's dead.
He is indeed.
Very
Goodbye, Watson.
Maybe Quinn didn't watch that interview. Maybe Quinn doesn't respect no one.
I think it is because there's an Ancient Apparition on the enemy team. If there's any hero that Changing Guard is going to be good against, it's going to be Ancient Apparition, right?
Who's dead?
Who is dead?
Look at the DJ Aurora, though.
Tofu will survive. No, he won't. No, yes, he will. Yeah, this thing builds up, and the hammer hits hard, man. Deadshot back into play. Nightfall. 30 HP is not enough. Another shot from Tofu. That was like an 800 range hit.
Yeah. Did take the early smoke screen, but you don't really have the lockdown there. No Vortex yet on Kiyotaka makes that play extra difficult.
Kiyotaka is out of mana here. With Malady coming in, the smoke screen, can he pick up the snowball? He grabs him. But at the same time, they need to be able to burst down Kiyotaka now before he gets the mana to zip away. One more hit, Malady will manage to get it, but it is coming at a hefty, hefty price. 1 for 3 trade-off here. That's nasty.
Super nice for this support duo, man. So much experience. Nightfall with the tip into Kiyotaka says, good job.
Is a much more aggressive pool than it used to be.
That's true. He's adapted a bit. And
Yeah,
make a play attempt onto Watson.
Missed the vacuum, though.
Ooh, this is not pretty.
LSA lands on 2. Watson gonna blow up Mira. Now the zip in from Kiyotaka. That's a dead Watson. They're still gonna battle it out. Just Malady alone, though.
I mean, that's a Vanguard Darkseer. You're not dealing with him, and that makes that dive a lot easier. Nice rotation from Kiyotaka as he continues to pick up steam here. 4 in 1 start for the Storm.
Apparently not much. Okay.
I think it is fine. I genuinely think it is neither good nor grief. It is in the mid zone for me where it is whatever. Like, if you want to do it and you're feeling it, okay. But
I mean, he feels it every game. So it's obviously not a feel thing.
it cannot be complete trash. It also cannot be that good. So therefore, it must be somewhere in the neutral zone.
This is the most mediocre take I've ever heard.
I wish I had a better one for you, but I simply don't. I must tell the truth, Austin. It is in my contract, as you know.
That's definitely not true with all the gaslighting that you do. Quinn trying to land the boundless strike, but Kiyotaka zips away. Now he's going to be run down. Ravage is going to be put to use here, but Nightfall had the repel, and Mira had the tricks of the trade. So the Ravage doesn't hit anything. They maybe get Mira. Wait, no, they're not going to get Mira. He healed.
The Lina's been hunted. The Monkey King got ganked mid.
Quinn, nice boundless strike on the two supports. With the silence follow-up, they quickly kill the Ancient Apparition. There's something.
Yes, you need something in this game.
Snowball trying to chase after Mira. Mira is able to jump over to Nightfall. Still blocked in by the Ice Shards, though. They chase after the Riki. Try and do the damage on the Nightfall at the same time. Laguna Blade's going to be used. Vacuum on 3. Nightfall, he takes one out of the equation. Now chased after another. It's going to be Malady. Slowed down by the Ancient Apparition. Run over by the Darkseer. Once again.
Omni Knight, man. He's cooking.
And Kiyotaka gets the ult out of Tofu. Now even Ace. Ace is dead. Oh, man.
I mean, he doesn't have anything, right? You look at the items on this Tide. It's Phase Boots headdress. Like,
reset and ready to fight.
I love that dog for the record, in case anyone's misinterpreting that statement.
Clearly you loved him.
He was just really dumb.
Feeding him all those marbles.
No, I was not feeding him marbles. The dog just would find rocks and marbles and eat them on his own. They weren't even my marbles.
Snowball pickup. Wukong's command boundless strike hits on 2 with the silence, hitting the Storm Spirit. He's knocked back into the silence. They actually got him this time. This time they will have him. He survived so many times and they will still lose the fight.
At what price?
A 2 for 3 exchange, even though they hit the combo, killed the Storm Spirit. What about Nightfall?
He's stealing your stacks. He's stealing the deeps.
Also, what happened in changing the guard for Quinn?
I think he's about to change his mindset on this facet after this game.
That was a weak one.
You're a weak man, okay?
I just admit it. They can't all be bangers. They're fighting under the calling like it just doesn't exist.
Nightfall just does not care about anything. There's the Surge repelled Omni. God damn, I mean, this guy is just slapping kids down right now.
I mean, Tidehunter's here. He doesn't have Ravage. Is Gaimin Gladiators just gonna call it soon? This
is way more than out of control. This is just an embarrassment.
Heck of hyenas attacking a turtle. Poor Tidehunter didn't stand a chance. Will wonders never cease? The Monkey King bug. Addressed after 15 years. The by Watson.
He's at a rough one, man. He's been hounded in the early game. The lane was not too well.
Yeah, there's no way we see carry lane again. It worked the first time, but I feel like once you get addressed this badly, there's no way you go back to the hero.
Maybe not first pick, right? I think it's okay to do that, though. You win a game with a hero, you feel really good. You first pick again, game 2, you put a lot of pressure on the enemy. You need to answer this threat. Aurora, they did answer the threat.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean the hero's just completely trash.
It's like stress testing the hero.
Yeah, you know, how far can we take it? You gotta push it to the limit.
Push it to the limit.
Radiant's top tower.
Aurora.
See, that's
Apparently
what
high
Malady
ground
was
is
doing.
not a problem for them right now.
Malady was stress testing how much damage the Omni Knight does. And now Gaimin are calibrating it so when they play against it again, they'll know.
They're like, right, Omni Knight with his hammer, one hit, does half of a Tuss HP.
Exactly. Quinn?
Got an opening. More than an opening. They're going to try and kill Nightfall twice here, but he gets out of the Wukong's command. It's not looking good. Blocks him in with the shards, but now Nightfall's just running back at you.
Watson.
Ice Blast coming in. Watson's dead again, perhaps. Kiyotaka trying to finish him off. Laguna Blade goes out. Kiyotaka gets the kill. Oh, he got struck in the back of the head. Clubbed by Quinn. Will end up going down. Still, Aurora will clean up the rest of this fight. Quinn actually going back in after Mirai doesn't get the kill. Now he's stuck. Now he's dead.
You went for the Omni Knight. You swung. You missed. He had Aegis anyway.
Yeah, he still has that extra life.
I love this part. I love this part.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Did get Kiyotaka, though. That's pretty
Radiant
nice.
structures.
A lot of gold for that.
How many free mana cost free spells are there?
Isn't this the only one? Other than, you know, like split shot or something or whatever.
Yeah, I think it might be. Quinn pops his BKB, fighting for his life, but it's just not. It's just Nightfall does too much damage for you.
Yeah, I don't know about
You
that
can't
one.
handle him. I think this is.
the
It's
cheap
about
one.
time.
Yeah.
It's about time. Gaimin Gladiators.
Time to go to bed.
Well, they still game 3.
Night, night.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's also part of the reason they should just call it GG. You have a game ahead of you. I feel like there's. What's the, you know, why stress out more about the game at hand?
Radiant's top
Nightfall
tower
doesn't want to
is
give you
under attack.
that time either, though he still has 30 seconds on his Aegis, by the way. Never lost it.
Yep. 18,000 net worth on Nightfall. Watson is at 12,000. Anybody shows on the side lanes anywhere, they're pretty quickly hunted down by the Storm Spirit. Up to 26 galvanized stacks.
The other thing for this Omni Knight, though, is he doesn't have to play into any dispels here. I can definitely see him doing what he's doing here, which is cooking.
Over 30,000 damage done. Second closest, Kiyotaka Storm Spirit at 20K. Smoked up. They're going to break up the low grind here. Going after Quinn. Pulled him down with the vacuum. He activates his BKB. Makes a run for it, but Nightfall sticks onto him. Just beats him down. Even through the BKB, it don't matter. Next up, Kiyotaka zips onto Watson. Deal with him. GG is called.
Yep. I think that game has been over for some time, to be honest.
Yeah, it's been done for like a solid 20 minutes.
I mean, respect the gaming for trying to pull something out.
When Watson died back-to-back underneath his tier 2,
Oh, that's when it was over for you?
that's when it was over.
You know when it was over for me? When Nightfall ran up to Ace as Ace was trying to go into his triangle top.
When they had Skyrat Mage as their support duo, they kind of rolled over that game, but something is really funny, and it's going to be Underlord.
Underlord? You're so crazy. Come on. That's what they were laughing about?
Or something.
Yeah, exactly.
I got your drift.
Malady going to be in some trouble already. Tag team to start things off. He's dead,
Oh, yeah.
but at least he gets a whoopee cushion.
And the first blood went
expensive-ass whoopee cushion.
to Phantom.
If you guys didn't know, Avery's like biggest pet peeve in professional Dota is players losing their couriers too often.
Because it is easily avoidable, and they refuse to do it.
Nightfall, ooh, stuck in the pit again. Cold feeded, pitted again. And I think Panto, he's gonna try and take this kill, but Ace is gonna get so much damage on him for it.
The little repulsion.
Nice glimpse. Fortunately, the Underlord, well, I guess this means, you can't punish the Underlord, but that's fine. He's going for the power rune anyway. Watson, waveforms back. They're really going for him. TP coming in from the Ringmaster. This is not an easy kill. Toronto Tokyo is a level 4 Enigma all of a sudden in the mid lane. What the hell is going on?
Trying to dodge the Kunkka lane bottom.
Back on Malady. He's going to die here. Wait for him. Over 2 different heroes. It'll finish off the Disruptor. Bow back onto the Enigma as well. Kiyotaka will grab a shield rune, but I don't think he can really fight this out. Oh, look at all the Eidolons that die. That feels so good for Quinn. Killing the Enigma is probably
Dire's courier has been deployed.
hard to scale into Enigma Tusk. Always
Malady. Is he going to be able to help Tofu out of here? Escape act, but when he comes back, nice Tane. The whip though, nice shards. Blocks him in still. Kiyotaka able to run him down. Now he's looking at his next victim, Malady, while Watson chases after Mira. Made the call for Underlord to come back. Meanwhile, Malady did get run down underneath the tier 2.
They're still gonna eye Watson here. Like, I cannot tell you how many of the Reddit posts complaining about how bad Lone Druid is was just Matama Man on a Smurf. For years, he did this. It's a
Radiant's bottom
well-known
tower
secret
is
within the
under
pro
attack.
community.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Arteezy did it with Terrorblade.
Nice catch. Static Storm, 100 to 0'd. Watson did not expect that move from behind.
Dire's
That's a
structures
juicy kill
are
right in front of
fortified.
We're getting too greedy right now.
Yeah,
Quinn
I mean,
says yes.
fighting into this Underlord has 120 extra damage. Snowball pickup trying to dodge the X. Does so successfully. While taking out Malady in the process. Escape back, dodging a little bit more. They have to commit to get the kill, and they commit Mira's life to do so. Kiyotaka, he's got a remnant coming up, or a jump rather, so he's fine-ish.
Always glimpse black hole a combo.
I've seen that like a lot.
Every 3 minutes you can do the combo.
And
No, like
if it's a guaranteed kill on
glimpse
like
into
a big
arrow.
carry,
Glimpse into Arrow is a combo. Glimpse into Tame the Beast is a combo. Glimpse into Black Hole.
so you're saying no spell that has like a 2-minute cooldown can be in a combo.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, it can with other big spells, you know? Like, or if it's like a setup, like Vacuum into Black Hole. Whoa, you know, Wombo combo. The reason
You're
I will
living in the
argue
past,
this,
old man.
No,
Black Hole is no longer a team fighting.
No.
You no
The
longer
reason
get
I will
3
argue
heroes in a
this-
Black Hole. You Black Hole one person. That's Dota nowadays.
valid point, but I will counter your valid point with a more valid point.
Okay.
There's a game going on.
Now there it
Is Ace
Ace.
dead? Is he overstepped?
He is very tanky, but 5 heroes underneath the tier 1 tower. Tanky? I doubt it. Blocked in by the shards. Escape back, goes out. Maybe a chance? A shot? He jumps away, pulled back in, he's dead.
That took forever.
It did take a really long time, but Malady isn't taking very long to die. Vessel on him. He's going to tick out here. A second kill. Meanwhile, Quinn right in the middle of all these heroes. Boat goes out. Snowball pickup. Mira dodging some of the damage. Quinn thinks about going and hitting a Tidebringer hit. Almost brings down Mira. Wait for him. Watson finishes him off. Meanwhile, Quinn back in. X
Enough.
countered the glimpse, but it wasn't enough. Still died as Kiyotaka is going on a rampage out here. Taking heroes down one by
Man.
one. The vessels, the remnant jumps, the everything. I will say, though, who's the blame on for that play from Gaimin Gladiators earlier?
Well, we don't know.
I mean, it's got to be.
We don't know.
It doesn't
Don't know.
matter if you make the call if your team just can't get.
Oh, he survived.
He's still going to die to the glimpse. They do manage to finish off the Void Spirit, though. Finally, Kiyotaka dies. Watson, Black Hole, the one-man Black Hole, but the Ice Blast coming in with the Torrent, hits on 2, and now the toss turned around from Watson. You thought you were going to kill me? Nah, I'm killing you, son. That's going to be a regen pickup. Give him the Rampage. The man deserves it. Boo. I think Ace minds too much, though. He just wants to finish up his point booster for the Aghanim Scepter. I mean, they mess with the Underlord, but
It's going back in round 2.
okay, this time no Static Storm.
No Auras.
Entirely reliant on the Void Spirit's damage. Doesn't have Manta, but they do have a Glimpse back. Caught him inside the kinetic field. The supports are now here, but Ace isn't dead yet. And he still has a Crimson Guard, still has some heals. Now it's going to be Void Spirit. Maybe dead as he gets taunted up, but again, they couldn't get him inside the wheel. A little bit more from Watson. Could finish him off. Snowball pickup. And a jump away is due for Kiyotaka. 3 more seconds. He's okay. They're not going to chase. Ice Blast is worn out.
Damn, this hero's hard to kill.
It really is. And now Nightfall back into position. Tofu got locked in a cage earlier by the shard. Saved by Escape Act. Second chance, though. Mira with the punch. A little bit more. Tofu. He gets off a couple of spells finally. Kiyotaka will be the death of him. Mira will be traded out for that one. Ace going to push forward. Bait on 2. Spotted Nightfall. Nightfall supports the back line. They do manage to dance away from this Nightfall Tiny. Uses BKB for that one. Another Static Storm going to be put to use. Ace, Rod of Atos on a Panto. Should chase him down. Think Aurora have given up on this fight unless Toronto Tokyo sees a Dream Black Hole scenario.
They're not clumped enough. Nightfall was hoping that Morphling was going to walk up the hill straight into him. When it didn't happen, kind of got to bail on that fight. Not the easiest position to go deep in for the Enigma. Got him.
He's just keeping pace with them this entire way.
I mean, they're smoking behind.
Yeah. They do want to force this one. He's just got to be careful of that side. Did not get caught by it. He managed to zip through and got side afterwards.
He is owning him on this chase. They can get another glimpse out of this.
I think they
3
will.
seconds.
Quinn, he's going to have to BKB TP out.
He will have to Nightfall.
Mira. I mean, Mira can't close the gap. He could just BKB TP. Scythe is on cooldown. Meanwhile, Malady was trying to get out as well. But it looks like he got spotted. Will still low ground. Toronto Tokyo will catch him with a blink. Still chasing after this Kunkka.
The man just
is he going to use his BKB? He finally does, but now the Tusk is here. Oh, the Torrent. It might just save him. It does. Tofu will die instead.
And he's still chasing.
Caught inside the kinetic field. Glimmer Cape can only do so much for you here.
What the heck was that, man? He just chased them from his base to their base.
Yeah.
The entire length of the lane.
I mean, it was pretty sick.
And Gaimin could not regroup and turn.
They tried to round the corner on him and catch him with the Scythe. Run on Quinn for a few more seconds.
They're both taking the same angle.
They are. Quinn wrapping around behind them here.
Oh, they got the Ringmaster.
Shark got used. Not good for the Ringmaster. He's in trouble. Tossed up on. Nightfall pops his BKB. He's taken out Ace out of the equation. Ace died pretty quickly, too.
No auras under that Static Storm.
A buyback with the Aghanim Scepter. Going to try and get there in time. Couldn't keep him inside the pit. Now here comes Toronto Tokyo.
Black hole.
Missed the black hole.
He could have stepped him in,
backed
though.
out in time. Now Toronto Tokyo has to just run away with his BKB. Nightfall's running in, but he doesn't have his BKB, and he's surrounded by heroes. Gaimin Gladiators got this easy. They're going to run down more, try to get him with a Void Remnant. Got Kiyotaka with it while he attacks Toronto Tokyo. Couldn't finish off the Enigma. Really want this kill in the Void Spirit. Saved by the Snowball. Dissimulate will get him out of here. It's Mira who dies instead. Still chasing after Toronto Tokyo. Pull X back. Got him as well. So it was a bad start to the fight, but Gaimin Gladiators utilizing buybacks will gain control of the pit.
Yeah, huge buyback from Ace to come back in. Had all his Nightfall's courier.
Watson going to work on the building. Got a glyph out of him. He does need to be careful of that Ag Static Storm. Picked up by the Snowball. Static Storm goes out. Panto almost dies to the Tidebringer hit. Escape back going to be used. Just chaining saves here on Watson. He's going to wait for him forward and go after Mira. Takes him out of the equation.
That damage.
Tried to get the wheel. Unsuccessful. Nightfall has already backed away. Watson just keeps the pressure on Aurora, hitting the next tier 3.
They kind of wasted the Static Storm 60 seconds cooldown.
Yeah, they did.
Now you really need a big black hole here.
All eyes on Toronto Tokyo, who right now is having his Blink Dagger canceled by Firestorm.
Yeah, he cannot enter the fight.
Look how big that pit is, man. BKB goes off. Kiyotaka spotting Tofu, commits for the kill. Yule Scepter, he comes back down. He's going to be okay. Kiyotaka just making a run for it. Dissimulate is up in a second. Caught in the pin. He's stuck here for a second. Does manage to get off the Dissimulate. Malphus on Watson. just trying to create space for their mid laner to get out. 1 minute left on the Aegis.
I feel like they're trying to stall this out for the Aegis expiry. You gave up a lot in the meantime.
Yeah, 2 lanes barracks.
Oh, they found Nightfall.
Spotted Nightfall, instant BKB.
He has no TP, no Silver Edge.
That's true. They
Pretty
still have a
awkward.
chance to get him here. No BKB with Geist Blast lands. Oh, he is done for. His team can't get here. I think they're giving up on this already. They're still going to be able to pull in Mira. Tidal wave from Quinn puts him in an awkward position. Got him in the pit as he comes out of the snowball. He's dead as well. That is a hero that does not have buyback.
And you still have 30 seconds on this Aegis. That'll instantly force the Tinies. I mean, he walked out there to buy a Demon Edge.
Spot him. Amp damage. Big rune.
Best one you could hope for here. Give it to Nightfall, maybe. No, Kiyotaka's going to take it.
I think he should take it. Honestly, he's doing more damage than the Tiny in most of these fights. Faster he could execute one of these supports, the better.
Have to find the angle. Have to be decisive.
Gem got passed over to Ace. They're going to
they're
fight both supports. This is a perfect initiation for Aurora. Both dead already. Both. Probably the buyback here. There goes the black hole onto Watson. See if they can kill him with the first black hole. Not good enough. Satanic's going to be put to use. Second black hole now being grabbed, but they just seem to be lacking on the damage. The tidal wave, it disarms them all as they go for Watson. No damage being done, and now they're stuck in a pit of hell. Constant pits all over the place, locking down these heroes. They can't move once they're tidal waved into it all. Kiyotaka, last man surviving, trying to get away, running back and away. They'll be okay, but it's a free roast for Gaimin Gladiators, and you have a minute and a half to work with while the Tiny is dead.
I mean, if Gaimin want to play this ultra safe, they can wait for buybacks to be back up.
Yeah, honestly, they should, because Aurora, their best chance at winning is just take a team fight right now.
Yeah, go kill right now.
Go after the supports, and they got him again.
That's a dieback.
Just the Ancient Apparition. Malady somehow did not get spotted there and couldn't get the wheel on Nightfall. Meanwhile, Mira jump in from Kiyotaka. He's going to try and finish off this Ringmaster nice and quick. Watson throwing damage at him from the high ground, goes after Mira. Meanwhile, Boat's coming in. Somehow the Ringmaster is still up, but finally he goes down. Half HP on Ace. Quinn, Watson, Ace, just a ball together. Fighting Nightfall. He has to retreat. Dropped the Tokyo, jumped in, and he missed the black hole again! What a blunder! Just completely whiffs it. Oh, he chucked this game away. They had an opportunity to win this. They still do, really.
Yeah, they're kind of owning this fight. Kiyotaka's just going ham.
Going after Watson. Hurricane Pike got him in the pits. Watson can't put the damage on him.
Gotta reset.
Kiyotaka's not going to let him escape. He wants to end this here.
He's out of mana.
Watson.
Do they have the damage?
No more waveform trying to get through. Watson, he's going to start satanic up. And Nightfall almost dying. Glimpse back, trying to keep away. Got him inside the Gluttony here. Is going to go down. Now he does have buyback.
Well, they gave him the cheese.
Can they buy back and just go for it? They gave him the cheese. He's back up. Watson also has a refresher shard that was given to him as well.
Throne is...
Full resources for him now as he's going to go after Nightfall.
This is risky.
Hits him with an avalanche. He could just back away. But he doesn't want to. Commits his BKB. All in on the throne.
Static Storm back up. You have glimpses here. He might get both.
Ace pulled back in. Got him in. Static Storm on 2. Can they blow him up together? They do manage to get Watson. He has a buyback, but Ace going to die here. Megas all around, but they have defended their throne.
I mean, Watson bought. He bought Boots of Travel. There's nothing to bots to.
No play to be had. Ace is already dead. It would be suicide to go for the throne here. Gaimin Gladiators just get too antsy with it and give Aurora a chance.
They have absolutely given them a chance.
Yeah, so they're trying to take advantage of this window. Plus, Roshan's spawn time just started. So, Malady, what's he got in his tricks? He's got a whoopee cushion after the strongman tonic.
Oh, no chance.
That's going to be a gem. Lost? A courier lost.
He lost it again? He's going to buy it. He's going to buy out. He actually still has buyback. Okay, he just had so much damn gold.
He's rich.
He almost has 25 as well. That's a big talent. Static Storm Radius. When you have double Ag Static Storm,
that is true.
Now we're cooking. Get that book. He can't get the book.
Smoke up. Gaimin Gladiators gonna run into Aurora. Gonna run into Panto specifically. Oh, he got a big static storm. He hit 3 of them inside the kinetic field. It is perfect from Panto. Drop another one on him. They're done for inside of this mosh pit. 4 dead, and finally, Toronto, Tokyo, let it go, brother. Drop that. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, God. He black holed, and it didn't work. Watson's fighting it out against 5 goddamn people. Okay, finally does go down.
I mean, he got his TP canceled. That's what counts there. And that's why I always say, Austin, it's about the ones you hit, not the ones you miss. There were some old connections from Aurora just when they needed it. And Gaimin, they walked right into it. What a position from Panto.
Seriously.
I mean, dear God, he just ended their careers. You cannot ask for more.
Yeah.
3 trapped in the fence, Ace is on the edge, he gets sucked into it, and then you just put another one on top. How about 2 static storms? How do you like them apples?
And now Aurora is going to march down mid and get the buybacks out of Gaimin Gladiators.
Double Divine Rapier. We now have a Divine on the Tiny on top of the Void Spirit.
He's hitting hard. He is cleaving down buildings fast. Got a scythe on him. Kiyotaka pushed a little bit too far forward. Manta does manage to get away.
We got
Static
2
Storm
more.
lands on 2 again. Ice Blast coming in. Kiyotaka, he'll take the brunt of that one. Good wheel, but Nightfall, he hops over it, goes for the kill. Escape back is going to bail out Quinn for now when he comes back in.
It's gone
they're all
horribly
grouped
wrong.
up. Oh, it's nasty. It's bad. It's bad for Aurora. Gleipnir to catch one more. A pit. Oh, he's coming through the gate. He's coming for you. Dissimulate, trying to get away. Kiyotaka making a run for it. Teleport.
No way.
Oh, he's not going to make it out.
He's a goner. That's
Aurora,
another
they
Divine.
had the chance. They could have gone for Roshan. They could have farmed up tier 5s, but they wanted the buybacks. They got them out of Gaimin Gladiators.
I mean, they got him
but
5
it hurt.
buys.
It hurt real bad. Divine Rapiers all over the place. Read some information.
He dodged it.
Don't see anything. Banner's gonna get dropped. Static Storm, place on the Watson.
He has Aegis.
First life, it's gone. What about the second life? He can refresh. He
Yeah,
can
he can
Static
drop
Storm.
it.
He can go for it. He can Black Hole. It's going to be a Black Hole Static Storm. All in to be able to kill this Morphling, and it looks like they might just have him. He's dead.
Is that enough?
Dieback. Nightfall almost dead. He dies as well. Cleave down. Ace is going after him. Ice Blast is going to be able to land onto Kiyotaka. Gone, and GG is out. Aurora, fight to the bitter end. They had a chance at a comeback, but the push down mid did not work for them and left them in an untenable situation. Gaimin Gladiators, the veterans that they are, will close it out in the late game.
Man, what a game. That went the distance. It delivered.